Like, maybe someday there will come a point where maybe Kevin Octani will get a chance to actually do one of those, like, CG models for the kids.
Yeah.
Like in the live event. Anyway, now we're at the final world of the game, quote-unquote. We're finally at Baron Dante's castle.
Yay.
First up, the Tower of Power.
Yay.
Just staying hype. Look at that.
Look at what?
Freaking Whisper Rosalina with a Tangle Luma.
Oh, that, yeah.
So,
I mean, I thought it was cute.
I don't know, I thought it was funny.
no, I think it's a cute idea.
Yeah, because I've been seeing, like, one of my Adrenaline friends have been, like, has been, like, retweeting a lot of, like, art like that of, like, Sonic girls dressed up as Mario girls. Like, one of them did, like, a handful of images of, like, some of the Sonic girls dressed up in, like, some of the outfits from Mario Kart World.
Oh?
Yeah, like, they had one of Amy dressed up as, like, that one outfit Peach wore in the promo material. One of, I think, Styx was in one of Daisy's outfits. I don't remember which one it was. And yeah, they did one of Blaze in that Rosaline outfit where she had, like, the jacket tied around her waist.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it should be said, ladies and gentlemen, we're recording this just before the Mario Kart World Direct, so we deeply apologize if we don't mention anything that gets mentioned in that whole Direct.
I forgot, is that,
right.
is that Wednesday or Thursday?
I want to say Wednesday.
You know what? The devil damn, I generally forgot they were having a stream a Direct dedicated to it.
So, imagine this for a moment. You're just a simple kid, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old. You somehow manage to get this far to the game, and then you come across this little stumper.
They do... Oh my god, they
They
expect you to do straight up, like, Catherine, like, Edge stuff.
Exactly, Edge!
Oh my gosh. That is me.
There you go.
That is me. And is that required or is that a bonus?
Oh, that is absolutely required to progress.
Gosh.
Well.
Thankfully, it's also the only time the game pulls that stunt.
I gotta look up like how many people like requested help on that. Like if that was like if that was like this game's monkey wrench.
Hail.
What I want to know is if anyone's ever modded Catherine to replace the Troy Baker character with
I think I
Croc.
shouldn't have done that.
Why, what's wrong?
There's a very slim chance that Flying Dantini's gonna hit me.
Not.
Okay, never mind.
Let's see, you were worried for nothing.
That's honestly a case where I feel like it's just easier to, if you can, like jump on top of the girders and run that way, so you can avoid the Dantini. Because unlike his orange marsupial counterpart, Croc is unable to tail twirl while on a girder.
Oh, one bit of
man.
damage and you drop like a rock.
Yes.
Ouch.
And also, like he said, like he technically can't attack while he's hanging either.
Ow.
Yeah, there's a reason why Crash was the one that stuck around a little bit longer.
Oop!
Mochi,
Tick-tock clock!
my friend.
My friends, how are you doing?
And we're doing good, you know, as far as gear is concerned.
Now, normally, when there's a box hovering above a pit, it's probably within your best interest to not break them straight away.
Yeah.
However, for this case, we actually do have to do that, because inside these boxes
Whoa.
are the other cogs this thing is missing.
I see.
Yeah, again, Dante's Castle pulls a few extra sneaky stunts.
I love this Baron dude though. Like freaking has enough time. He commissions. He gets a whole stained glass of him done. He gets all these like carpeted platforms that like rotate around that has his insignia on them. Like, dude's the new
And
Zack.
further in the level, you may actually come across some family photos.
Oh.
Dude's like the new Zack Scott. I love it.
Or, excuse me, not family photos, family portraits.
You know what? I've been very...
I personally am okay about that. Go ahead.
Because I know what you're talking about. I've been very tempted. Saying this assuming he also has a Blue Sky account. I think he's exclusively on Twitter, but I've been very tempted to poke the horse and just draw a picture of Daisy under the assumption that he might see it and make me an offer.
It's there's a non-0% chance. He's been doing it with like a lot of one of my favorite responses was one person who like tweeted out a picture of Elephant Daisy like without realizing what was going on with Zack Scott, and their response when somebody told them what was happening was, "Wait a minute. You're telling me I lost money by posting this right away?
No.
I remember.
Like,
That's not the
Like
problem.
I could have just posted Daisy and then get commissioned to make this anyway.
Like, I also say
I
this
mean,
because
okay, when you put it that way, that is absolutely fair.
like I also say this because I know Adubus actually made a post talking about how like, oh, I've seen this, I'm gonna give it a shot, and he posted like a screenshot if it happened. It's like, dude, he actually does it.
Yeah. No, I've seen
Man.
I've seen every moment where you think like, oh, he wouldn't fall for that. Like the one where somebody drew like Luigi carrying Daisy carefully across a rickety bridge with a weight capacity of 2 humans over some hungry sharks.
It's the next big thing since Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
Oh.
Only, like, I think the only thing that's probably keeping me from doing it is there's this part of me, the self-deprecating part of me, that keeps expecting it to happen. When, like, when I draw Daisy, he sees it and he just goes, "Dude, I want art, not trash."
Oh gosh, dang it, hush. There's other. He does a lot of things. Also, what is this guy's deal?
I don't know what this guy's deal is. I mean, he's shackled obviously by the legs. So I guess, though, he does, try to swipe at you when you get too close, which means don't get too close when he does that, and you need to push a button.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Also, if you've been wondering where the hell all the other Gobbos are around this level, well, they're here. So don't mind this guy, he's just nuts.
He just never stops.
He's unfortunately indestructible as well, so there's no point in trying to fight him.
Okay.
Damn.
Whee!
Okay. But I see they're all locked up, so we gotta.
Don't mind me.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice. But yeah.
Quit pushing my buttons, little squirt!
Oh, I see it now. Okay. Oh gosh.
There you go.
There we go. But yeah, no, the fact that like even with that one with them on the rickety bridge, he commissioned it. Luigi and Daisy went down. They did not they crashed into the water.
Hey, you little punk, that's my friend!
Get back here, you! I'm gonna smack you.
Back your boy.
Oh,
Hey, that
Ow.
was mean.
Oh,
I was about to say, why did you smack ya?
there we go.
There you
That was
go.
easy. That's also the only time you actually encounter that scenario.
Oh, I thought that was
Huh.
gonna be this. I thought that was gonna be this world's gimmick, but okay, fair enough.
Oh no, don't worry. This world, for better or worse, has about as many varied gimmicks as the first 2 worlds.
Okay.
Well,
Hassle in the Castle. I've heard of that Shrek game.
so whenever I keep saying that there's an enter password thing, do they not have like regular save files in this?
Oh no, they're regular save files. I mean, did you not see the file select screen at the very beginning?
So why have an enter password mechanic?
Because it was there in the original game. It's a legacy feature, Logan.
Hello,
Ooh, boop. Wow.
magic.
Don't you just love Kodak moments like this?
Nice. I
It's a
completely forgot about
Kodak
that.
moment.
We'll put that bear in here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nice.
So just notice. Let me see if we'll do it again. You just weep.
Oh yeah, no, that's the classic ability of the Resident Evil quick turn. You just go.
I just
Whoa!
love that it just does like a full-on flip like that.
I dig that.
Yeah, no, Croc's been doing it even before Jill Valentine got the idea to do it. Though I forget if that was something Laura Croft did back in her, heyday.
Knowing her, it was probably incredibly slow.
Yeah.
There.
Just mind your footing, and bless that this game actually has proper camera controls.
Oh, but
Well, I guess that is probably the one slight nitpick I do have with this game is that there's no option to have like a semi-auto camera, because otherwise, like if you're gonna go for straight analog controls, you gotta move. You're in charge of the camera, like more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's up to you to make sure you're pointing in the right direction you want to go. It's not like say with the D-pad controls where it actually does that for you.
I think one thing that I would have appreciated is that, like, maybe it's just because Crash 4 kind of spoiled me, even though I'm sure it's not the only game that does it. I would have appreciated...
Mama Dante.
Aww.
Or excuse me, Mrs. D. And these are her kids.
Aww.
I think it's safe to assume that the green guy doing the bunny poses is Baron Dante at an early age.
Most likely.
His brothers did not survive the winter,
Boop.
and
They did not go.
he's been bitter about it ever since.
Or maybe those portraits are just his own self delusions.
Oh,
Probably.
imaginary
Like
friend.
they never existed. They were just there to make Baron Dante believe that his kind are an actual race.
Croc is like, it was always me, Baron Dante.
What?
I'm doing an anti-Flash reference.
Okay, oh boy. Anyway, what I was trying to say before I saw the family photos, I would have appreciated if there was an option similar to like what Crash 4 did, and I'm sure other platformers have done this, where they have an option to make the drop shadow a little bit more standout for platforming.
I guess. Well, I mean, honestly, I'll say, the drop shadow we have now is still more or less, fine.
There you go.
I guess it is kind of one of those things where, I don't know. I think I've said my piece on it before. Like, I don't mind the enhanced drop shadow we got with the likes of Crash 4 and whatnot, but it's also one of those things where, like, I also appreciate games being able to do that a little more, like, organically, as opposed to just putting smack dab, like putting a whole extravagant smack dab on the bottom.
Well, that's why I said I would have appreciated it as an option, because you're technically not forced to do it in Crash 4.
That is true. I just mean to say, like, I wouldn't mind if it was done more organically. It's still obviously a drop shadow that you could use as reference point, but not to the point where it feels artificial.
I guess.
What do you have to say on the matter, Logan?
Oh, I'm back in action again.
Oh, you left?
Yay!
No, I fell asleep. I am back in action again. I have
You fell asleep? Damn, Logan.
No, okay, it was just that this music is so soothing. I don't get suspense and dread. It's like I'm at the lounge.
Well,
Hey, you know what? It's
granted, fair.
It was real quick. Well, to your left, back behind you. Not that one.
The other one with just the eyes.
What the hell's that?
One of Dante's victims, I guess.
Huh.
Immortalized in stained glass.
Okay,
You were my favorite victim.
I'm gonna call you Pinhead.
What are you calling Pinhead?
What was that?
Sorry, I'm just remembering an old Aladdin YouTube poop where one of the little bits they cut off to was they took the clip of Jafar going, "I think it's time to say goodbye to Prince Abu," but they altered the image so that he looks more fat with a pointed head and spliced over the clip of Patrick, "Who you calling Pinhead?"
I thought for some reason when you said it's time to say goodbye to, I thought when you mentioned splicing somebody who looked more overweight than normal, I thought it was going to be a YouTube poop where it's Jafar saying, "I think it is time to say goodbye to Honey Boo Boo," and it's,
oh my god,
why would I go for that?
I don't know, because it's a simple, easy I don't want to say punching bag because no child deserves that, but in the sense of a simple easy point and laugh at the scenario where someone's childhood was ruined because their parents wanted to make their entire life around look at how narcissistic and full of ourselves we are in every meaning of the word. Look, the Grim Reaper.
He's come for my soul.
Is that the Grim Reaper?
Alright, I want to go back to sleep. I feel like I'm a net negative right now.
Well, yeah.
I'm okay. What the heck?
I mean, I was about to say, come on, don't be like me and the Noid. I don't even know what my excuse was then.
I love the idea of that though, because when you fell asleep, I imagine now all your memories of Yonoid 2 at the moment are just gonna be a great fever dream.
Well, I mean, it's a matter of I remember bits of the beginning. It's just I don't know. I think it was because that was admittedly one of the later sessions that we've been doing lately. And again, I'm not exactly the perfect picture of keeping a healthy sleep schedule, so that might have been what did it, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the big swan song of a lot of the gimmicks that we've been encountering, at least for the first handful of worlds in the game.
Wait, really? This is it?
Ooh.
Yeah. It's going to be the end of this puzzle. We just encountered the end of the whole box shuffle thing. And we're also going to encounter the pot again.
Oh no.
Also, just noticed they're playing the theme song.
So this is
Yeah, because this is like the theme song that normally plays whenever you're doing a bonus challenge.
this is just a great big bonus minigame gauntlet.
It's a greatest hits.
Ah, well, I mean,
You know, it's like
at the very,
it's like the mystery houses.
well, at the very least, then I don't think that means the stage will be too long. Then we just gotta get through more of them.
Well, until you reach stuff like this, then it does start to become a bit of a drag.
Yeah, okay, this kind of stopped being engaging 10. Okay, this stopped being engaging like 7 crystals ago.
Logan, you should be very thankful you were AFK when we were doing this the first time.
Right, when you went to get your Croc walk talks.
Your Croco Taco.
Taco. Okay, because I was like, I have no memory of this in my okay. All right, that should be it. We got one. Okay, all right, we got 20. Okay, we got 20. Okay, John, Jimmy,
won't be the
I see
end
29. I see 29. Jimmy, you got 31 of them. Of course, you got
Jimmy cracked corn, and I don't care.
If Jimmy cracked corn and no one cared, why'd they write a song about it?
What can we get
I
done?
know.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's
that
right.
wacky old Croc is Bill's father, and our sanity's only so-so.
Does only so.
Now the
If we
wheels of my
embrace-
head ain't been turning since
Whoa,
I
whoa,
looked
whoa,
at
whoa,
Looney
whoa.
Tunes.
My favorite bit is while the food's going on this great big quest up into the heavens, and it just cuts back to him just playing chess. It's like so like genuinely like, look at my next movie.
Don't move from that spa.
Oh no.
Oh. Doop.
Ooga booga.
Now we got a Wacko Reaper.
Ah, fair enough. Where else was I going with this? Oh yeah, we're gonna probably try and find some time to watch it sometime because I found that it's on. I found out that it's on Max. I'm curious to check that out eventually. We found a show that seemed that we showed James and Hype. Matt and I. Matt introduced to me. Found a show that seems heavily inspired by the likes of Police Squad.
Oh, that
yeah.
show, right.
Angie Tribeca. It got about 40 episodes in total. About
Actually, you know what?
4 seasons.
Speaking of Max shows, we still need to, because now that it's out, we still need to get around to watching that final season of Jellystone.
Yeah, we still need to finish that up.
Right. Oh gosh, I forgot that that's now fully. What are you?
Yes.
So this guy is transparent, and you can inflate him just like a balloon.
He's shaking.
However, I think he realized what he's in for.
6 mad, but yeah. So how do we do this?
We need to guess which door is the right door that'll lead to all the other Gobbos we're missing,
How do we?
or the one
How do
anyway.
we determine?
And all the gems I just realized because we only have the one so far.
Okay, how do we figure out which one's the right one?
Guess.
Well, we just have to periodically destroy each and every one of them.
You only get a chance to destroy one of them and commit to what you blew up.
Well, we got some extra lives.
If you chose poorly, then you would miss out on the remaining Gobbo and all these gems. And you have to redo this level all over again if you want 100%.
Oh, yeah, okay, it just dawned on me. We did pick the right one. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, but
Yeah.
that is bullshit. So, is there a trick that you know, or?
No trick. You have to. It's a fucking it's a literal guessing game.
Okay, that I'm sorry, Croc. You receive 7 demerits for that. Like you're not. You put a freaking like pick a warp pipe at the very end to like see if it's like all good. That's a Mario Maker. Like that would have gotten you a boo in Mario Maker.
Exactly. That would have got you an actual poop buddy.
I think he skipped that. It's supposed to go to the left.
Right. We need to find the key and then go back to the Gobbo that's stuck in the cage.
You know, that guy's not a very effective door guard. He doesn't even guard the entire door.
They should have got. This is the point where they should have had like 2 door
It's like a
guards.
scare tactic, really. Just okay, hey, don't even think about it.
If I'm gonna lay my fist down, if you get hit, it's all your fault. There you go.
All right.
Through my powers of hindsight, we were able to prevent having to do this whole level all over again.
Yeah.
Wait, hindsight. Wait, you did know the trick, didn't you?
Yeah, because I already did a playthrough of this level not that long.
Oh,
I already did a whole playthrough of this game not that long ago.
Okay. So
I still have that knowledge retained in my memory.
okay, so backing up. Okay, that explains it then. Okay, backing up, I will say. Okay, that makes it not a lot, but a little nicer. Is I realize what you mean now is that the doors don't randomize every single time. It will always be the left door.
There's no random pattern. There's only one correct way out.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Anyway, who's up for the freaky donut?
That sounds
I
like
like
a
donuts.
really inappropriate move. What is the freaky donut?
He's a little dork.
Yeah, I know you live here, but
Hello, goodbye, everybody.
poor guy.
Now you may be wondering why they call it the freaky donut. Well, it involves it does involve that particular weirdo, but it more so has to do with the arena we'll be fighting him in.
Oh, okay. Just gotta clear a few more of these.
Honestly, with how many lives I have, I'm pretty much set for the rest of the game.
And you were nervous about the desert world.
I mean, listen, the desert world was the likely place I was going to lose them all.
But you planned ahead.
I just got lucky for the most part. Or it could have just been that initial playthrough, building up my character.
Yeah, I think you just doubted yourself too much. Alright, Fosley.
So here's the gimmick. Fosley's going to be tossing a whole bunch of dynamite at us. Our goal is to make sure that a walking dynamite manages to
The spring?
run on the spring and launch right back at Fosley.
Okay, so just lure it around. Hey, over here. Oh.
So yeah, the long and the short of it is he's pretty much responsible for his own undoing.
Especially because this spot seems to be going by pretty fast, actually.
Oh yeah, no, this is a pretty easy fight.
And
And
done.
with that, goodbye!
Hey.
Oh, dear. I feel bad for
Goodbye.
him. He didn't deserve that.
Don't worry, he's still fine. See?
Oh.
Oh, there's the balloon.
Alright.
Smell you later, crocodile.
Okay, that was weird. Okay, thank you, teleport bird. Whop!
Oh boy.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's not exactly going to be friendly for the epileptics out there.
Oh, well. Alright, time for another puzzle level.
Smash and see. Because now we have to deal with these particular Dantini who are completely impervious to anything we do.
What?
Anything except this.
Is he gonna be smart enough to know that he should turn around?
Let's see. Goodbye.
Aww. That was cute that they did that whole thing then. I was like, you're about to fall down. Oh, that's so silly.
What a silly goop.
And let me guess, you need to kill every one of them to proceed?
Yes.
Alright.
At least with this room anyway.
Alright. I mean, it doesn't seem...
And thankfully they have a very
Oh. And thankfully you said they have a
they are
very...
dangerous to the touch. Come on, any day now. I'm not getting any younger.
Oh. I know.
And a little bit of that one. And...
Goodbye.
Whoop.
Thank you.
Bit of a delayed reaction on that one.
Yeah.
One again.
Honestly, I want to say this is like one of the rare few times where it's actually required to actually defeat the enemies in order to proceed. Because otherwise, these are the types of enemies that normally respawn.
Right. There we go. Then we'll just head back the way we came. Well done. Well efficient. Oh, one more. Great.
Don't get cheeky. They never learn, do they?
You may fall now. And there's the key.
Woohoo!
Oh, great again.
Now, while we just wait for him to suffer his own demise.
We should leave you. Adieu. Adieu? What does that mean?
Say goodbye to Prince Abubu.
Hey, that's my name. That seems weird to say about that. It's a good day. It's a good day for sending
If only
people.
I got that Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
Sorry, it's another one of those the Quistoff YTPs.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you've seen the Bugs Life one that he posted, right?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, because honestly, it has probably my favorite gag of his so far. Like at the end where they're all playing Uno. Well, you think this is a game? Well, guess what? You just lost. Say that again as he pulls out the Draw Infinity cards.
Do I look stupid to you?
Yes.
Wow, he kind of sucks, doesn't he?
Alright, thankfully we don't have to worry about killing these guys. The puzzle piece is right over there.
Okay.
Obviously don't step on them, though, because again, they're impervious to your attacks.
Duly noted.
And nice.
These guys can live to realize the rest of their family line fell to their doom.
There will be no memories of your ancestors. Hi, Ballistic Meg's Fairway.
Yay, the fair.
Get a load of the ballistics on this Meg.
Oh boy. That's not really ballistics as it is just running really fast.
Oh yeah, this guy again.
What do you mean again? This is the first time we're seeing these things.
Because I've seen it before. Whoa.
Unless you're thinking of Nitro Red's video, because I know he talked about him a little bit in his review, which I know
maybe
he's
he
going to be
did.
reviewing the remasters soon.
Maybe I am. Those characters don't return in the sequel, do they?
I don't recall if they do or not.
I don't think they do.
I mean, the Dantini's in Croc 2, let's just say they got a bit of a size upgrade.
Fair.
So, man, imagine if they did bring back the ballistic Megs and they're literally the size of, actual, ballistic missiles.
And I assume they're invincible?
Yes. No real point to try to hurt them, because they'll hurt you back.
You hurt me, I
said
hurt
check.
you back. Are you ready for
Yeah,
this?
say check that, because I imagine it's gonna be... Yeah. Clever, sneaky one.
Sneaky snitches. Or, excuse me, sneeches.
On the beaches.
Doop. Doop.
But, Logan, life was already a beach a few levels ago.
It is to laugh.
Son of a beach.
Son of a beach.
There's nothing fun about roasted duck.
Well, by your laughter, I can tell you're disagreeing. Oh, and doop.
Did you get the cage behind you? I was gonna say, we got the whole thing.
I completely forgot!
Well, don't worry, we still have
I'm
heat.
glad I remembered. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, we forgot someone.
There you go.
Jay!
That's right, me!
Although
yes.
you point that out, Logan, that does remind me, yeah, now that I have the more competent internet here, I could, if we ever felt like it, I could try to work up a playthrough of us playing through Sheep Raider for the channel eventually.
I would like to see that.
No,
Again, I genuinely think the ways that... I genuinely think the ways that they do that game, with merging, puzzling, puzzle scenarios, with the gimmicks of being a cartoon, I think they do very well with that.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking, they got bungee jump physics working, they got, full-on sneaking and, using, the lettuce and, all these complex, quote-unquote mechanics of, directing and, where everything is to, And then meanwhile, speedrunners freaking break the absolute heck out of it by just playing with Ralph's playing with Sam's AI to have him get stuck on stuff.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if that necessarily works all the time, but yeah. The only other thing I'll know is that, like, I might need help for, like, when it comes to, like, some of the later game puzzles, because, like, even though I have technically beaten the game, some of it was via cheating, because some of those puzzles are legitimate stumpers. Well, some of the later game puzzles, I should stress.
Oh!
Whoop.
Now, is it like a stumper in that, like, they're difficult to execute, or like if I had like a guide on hand, told you like, oh yeah, you want to go for this and this, like you'd be able to do it.
Well, the guide might be handy for finding all of the clocks in the levels, but I don't think we necessarily have to worry about those, because all that does is give you, like, points in the shop and whatnot. A lot of it is just execution, like, particularly any of them that involve, like, oh boy!
Watch where you're going, you fool!
That's where you're going, you fool.
But yeah, I just thought that there were some of them where it's like, even though I know the solution, actually putting it in motion can be a little bit frustrating.
Especially things that involve the rubber bands, involve the fan, involve the...
Well, that stuff's fine. I'm just more so talking about stuff like a good example would be like whenever you have to go through the minefields.
Those speedrunners make a mockery of, because speedrunners like, you just memorize where the mines all are.
Well, that's the problem. I'm not good with memorization sometimes. Hello.
Yeah, Yazoo. They always say Yazoo, but they never ask Howzoo.
Well, they probably asked that, but we kill them before they get a chance to ask it.
I don't like the smiles that these minks have.
Oh, you had to do like a hey. These freaking speedy mosquitoes. Alright, come on, we gotta get that next platform loaded in. Load in that.
Yeah, they did a sweet time actually getting the platform I need to actually get
there.
There
you
we
are.
go.
Yeah.
Alright, what's next? Swipe Swiftly's Wicked Ride.
I read that as like Swipe Swift's kick in the rear.
Well, we're gonna be kicking something's rear by the end of this.
Oh, this level's actually gonna be fairly interesting.
Let's see.
No.
Oh gosh!
It's an elevator sequence, devil damn.
It's an ambush!
On guard? Oh, and I see. And so they're clever enough to make it so you always have at least one little health thing before you come into this area.
Yeah, this is like the one time. This is like the man. Even Croc isn't exempt from having freaking elevator sequences.
Every time.
It's not even a beat 'em up.
I mean, all Croc has to his name is his tail swipe and his yazoo ground pounding skills.
And even then, the yazoo isn't even super reliable because you have to stall for a little bit.
Well, you got a little bit, and then... Oh, is there going to be just all... Is it just going to be non-stop elevator sections?
Yes and no.
Okay, I see. So it's a bit of a puzzle at first. Okay. Some of these are definitely going to be hidden little treasures.
Great.
Especially those single ones down there.
The hidden pirate treasure.
Stolen treasures.
Ain't true.
Whoa. That was true.
That's for true.
You gotta be true, man.
I hate Gobbos.
Now we just gotta get that these very inconspicuous gemstones.
Yep.
Yes.
I hate Gobbos.
Oh man.
Okay, I picked the right one.
Oh, okay, that is the right one.
I don't care who knows it. I don't really like Gobbos. Don't much care for them. What do they do?
They get their fur all over my electronics.
I know I'm allergic to them.
Oh, man, wouldn't that be the grisly fate of this whole franchise? We were raised by the same people we're allergic to.
That is indeed a tough love.
That is a horribly tragic backstory. So I guess, my guess is that the game would have been mean once again if you hopped on the one that didn't have the colored gem on it. You would still come down here all the same, but you don't get a colored gem for your troubles.
Actually, Now that I think about it, I don't think so, because otherwise I don't know what sort of platform we'd be able to... I don't think that platform would be able to reach this area.
Huh.
So maybe they're generous for that specific spot. Going on.
Get a couple of these.
I'm sure one of these things are the color gem I need.
Likely.
You know, I guess since we're already this far into the game, ladies and gentlemen, it should be said. We know very well that this game has a sequel. Currently does not have a remaster yet. And even beyond that, I will say that I don't think we're going to be covering that anytime soon. Most especially because, well, I never finished it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, honestly, I feel like even if it does get remastered, we'd have to wait and see. You know, it's a matter of if they do fix the problems that the sequel has.
Right. Because again, I'm not a big fan of how that game handles its health system and checkpoints. That and also, that game kind of treats itself as like a pseudo Metroidvania in a way, because there's a lot of extra, like, to get the color gems as per usual, there's going to be like the occasional like spot or whatever where you're going to need to use like an item you can normally only get at a freaking what's his name Pete's there's a shop. There's a whole shop in that whole game where you get all your items.
Swipe Point Peep? I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I forget his name too.
But yeah, a store, and you can use that to like exchange.
Exchange your gems for goods and services.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Woohoo!
Like, Pete's patented Lifesaver gummies.
I like Lifesaver gummies.
I like them. They're fine.
They're good. They're not something I go out of my way for, but, I mean, if I'm offered one, I will definitely not object.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you.
Can't remember the last time I ever had gummies, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna get Lifesavers nowadays, if I do, I'll probably just go for the hard candies.
Yeah.
I mainly got gummies from eating the Swedish fish, occasionally at Easter and Halloween time.
I've never had Swedish fish. Like, what kind of gummies are those?
The cherry flavored, like they're not like chewy like gum. They break apart a little bit, so it's like, but they're like primarily cherry flavored gummy fish.
Okay.
Just be careful how you eat them, because they can be an absolute wreck to your teeth.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That doesn't sound too bad in it, actually. Like, cherry is some of my favorite candy flavors.
Mm-hmm. I'd recommend it then. It's a good candy. Easy does it.
What's your guys' favorite fruit-flavored type of candy?
Probably orange.
Swedish fish cherry.
I usually like to go for fruit punch.
Yeah, fruit punch is nice, too.
Fruit punch is good, but I don't know what gummy candies are fruit punch flavored.
Oh.
Oh
I was
my!
about to say, like, I was about to say, like, wait, is the platform shrinking? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. In fact, are we growing? No, the platform's shrinking.
Okay, come on, there it is.
Murray, you're huge.
Oh yeah,
I've been doing a lot of eating in my off time.
Why do you sound so sad?
Look at that, because he's self-conscious about his weight.
Aww.
Now he is. Just listen, life hasn't been the same since I stopped fitting in the van. I had to start taking Bentley's advice, start eating oranges.
Oh, I thought you was I had to start taking Bentley's advice, put myself in a wheelchair to make myself the van.
I was a little apprehensive at first. I didn't want to break my legs, but, you know, he seemed to be pulling it off well. I figured maybe the Murray could make it work, too.
Murray's not a fashion statement. It's not. I know. Listen, I will be the first to say that Bentley became at least 3 times more helpful and effective in the field once he was in the wheelchair compared to when he was just walking about in Slide 2. I will die on that hill. But you're not, it can't just be a fashion statement.
Well, I'm just saying, if it helped out Bentley that much, imagine how much more useful the Murray would be if he was wheelchair-bound.
Just
I
wait
bet I
until
could lift 20 buses if I lost my legs.
it's possible. I don't know what that game would pull off. I am curious.
In fact, what if I turn my legs into their own minivans?
Oh, that'd be cool. Speaking of handy-capable action and stuff, I'm so curious about that one, oh my gosh. I'm so curious about that one.
Okay, this is going to be the one platforming level that's going to be a pain in the dick, because now we have this Pete fella here constantly smashing on those thingies that switch the platforms.
Okay.
Now, it might not seem bad at first, but let's just say there's going to be whole columns of these platforms you're going to have to cross.
Oh, and that's why you do the ground pound delay thing.
Yeah, because that's got to be the one thing that'll save your skin more often than not.
Gotcha.
I mean, it looks like you could be able to jump onto that platform. It's a shame you can't just go over to him and tell him to knock it off.
Stop.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh boy, this
Actually, it kind of looks like Cookie Monster.
I'm waiting.
It looks like a lot. Okay. Well,
He does look like he looks like you know what? He looks like an unfurry Cookie Monster.
hurry! You can make it! You can make it! Oh no!
You know what? No, he looks like Cookie Monster if he also did the fusion with Grimace.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, did you guys see that really weird, like, as a promotional thing for the Minecraft movie thing again? That really weird McDonald's live stream with the McDonald's, like, mascots minus
Oh, you know,
Ronks,
I did not. I saw you post that. I hadn't seen the whole thing. Like, I know they did, like, little commercials where, like, Grimace and the other McDonald's characters were all, like, Minecraftified.
Oh, yeah, and it was primarily to, like, you know, cross-promote that they have these collectibles, which... they look cute enough, but oh...
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
But like, so they, as part of their, like, cross-promotional thing for the movie, they did this recent stream in which, in which, they were all, like, playing, like, Minecraft, and at some point, like, later into the stream, basically the joke that I was telling Icky, the joke I was telling Matt, the joke I was telling, like, everybody who saw that clip, the problem, Hype, is it really looks like what happened.
Oh, boy.
It really
Now you see the problem.
Yeah, I am seeing a bit of the problem here. It's what I think becomes part of the problem is they're not properly centered, so, like, they kind of turn on a little bit of an angle.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna start seeing those lives get put to the test.
Now we do.
All the lives you said you were going to lose in the desert, you're losing them right here.
It's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. So basically what they did was that as this clip plays out, you immediately notice, like, oh yeah, the voice director, like, told them absolutely nothing about their characters. Like, they knew absolutely nothing about, like, oh yeah, what the heck is Grimace even like? Oh yeah, what is the freaking, like, what is even the bird's name? I don't even know the bird's name.
Birdie.
Just Birdie?
Yep.
Yeah, Birdie.
Fair enough. There it goes. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
This could be worse, honestly.
And then,
It's just a bit of a timing game more than anything.
yeah, okay. Just study and know when to move.
He didn't know when to quit.
Okay, nice. Come on, get out of here, yeah. But, like,
Get out of here with your tail intact.
so basically, like, they...
Also, I just noticed, we have not saved a single Gobbo yet.
Yeah, where the heck are they
Oh, we
all?
haven't. Maybe they're all stockpiled at the end.
Just the Tower Gobbos. But yeah, so basically, in this stream clip, Hype, it's like Grimace, Hamburglar, and Birdie are all there, and yeah, like, it was like a solid minute and a half of just silence, and they're just like, Grimace will go like, Birdie will go like, like they make a sound, like, flap her wings, like, try to look like I guess aesthetically, or, like, you know, just photogenic, and then just rapple says the Hamburglar, And that's it for like a minute and a half, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they told them to do this live stream for like an hour and told them nothing about their characters, and they're just trying to like actually have a personality and like...
Why'd I do that?
You were greedy, it's okay. Greed makes you do things.
Nah, I got impatient.
True. But yeah, and it was just like, oh my gosh, I had no idea where they were going with that.
I do wonder how much of that was... There is that, but I guess it's also just a matter of, like, if McDonald's even cares about them having personalities. Because I think, outside of Ronald, they don't really use them that frequently in commercials anymore.
Nah, the only personality I can remember is from the old VHS, like the old animated cartoon show.
Right, the old Clapsy Cusco ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, it's funny because even beforehand, it's like... I don't know, they've just been weird with how they handle their characters, like, for the longest time. Like, back in the early days, yeah, like, Ronald had his whole, like, colorful cast of kooky characters that he did stuff with. Then over time, the focus got more centered on Ronald, and the other guys kind of sort of faded in the background. And then, you know, once the clown scares started to become a serious problem, then Ronald himself got freaking, like, voided to the ends of the earth. And it's like, nowadays is when his friends are actually being put back into the spotlight somewhat.
I will take that, though, any day over the Minion Happy Meal thing.
Yeah.
When it was just a box with human teeth, like...
There's that. I'm also remembering there was a brief time in Japan. I don't know if there's still...
Oh, God! Yeah!
What jerks.
Go ahead, talk about hype. We got a little bit to get up there.
Well, it depends on how much of this James cuts. But anyway, I don't know if they're still doing this, but I remember there was a point in Japan where their McDonald's mascot wasn't even Ronald. It was like a very attractive girl in a Ronald McDonald cosplay.
Huh. I did not know about that.
And I remember because they did this commercial for, I guess it was advertising some, like, tomato burger that they were selling, and it had the girl just sitting down holding the tomato while looking hot, and, like, the trailer ends with, like, a close-up of her holding the tomato. All you see of her is just, like, her chin and lips holding the tomato.
Weird. See, I didn't know about that. I knew about... Oh, but you know what? That may have been what was the, like, nail in the casket, which was that eventually, the McDonald's in Japan started, like, region locking their commercials because they were tired of people in the West, like, being freaky about it, like, in the comments, I guess.
Probably.
Which was unfortunate because they actually had some, like, really decent, like... I need to show you guys, like, they actually had a couple of really decent, like, animated, like, music video commercial things, basically. Like, I know there's the anime one where cats are careful, they're gonna, like, trip you up. Oh,
there we go. Right. Now then.
Where all these Gobbos... Oh.
They're all in here.
Okay, I figured.
Oh my gosh. Okay, alright. I'm ticked. Get those things. Get them.
Get those little furry boogers.
Okay. But, one. Can we make that jump? I don't think we can make that jump.
Yeah, that's a bit too much for my blood.
Too croc for my good. Now, yeah, they had these pretty... They had these actually really decent animated, like, music videos. Basically, I don't know if you recall, but did you guys see that recent, like, Japanese, like, CG animated, like, commercial thingy for the PlayStation called, like, Play or whatever, where it was, like, those kids who get, like, sucked into a memory card or something?
Nope.
That sounds familiar.
Alright, after this, to stave off my own slumber, I'm gonna show you guys all those, like, anime things, because, like, again, like, the studio that does these animations, like, actually does a pretty...
Why'd I do that?
Pretty solid job. Okay, so we got the gobble on the right, so it's just the gobble, just the
yeah,
second
I think all the
row.
gobbles on the like the front side are all done.
Okay, so it's just the second row. Okay. Are you gonna make
If
the
only
jump?
there was an easier way to cross these gaps.
Okay.
Oh gosh! Again, it's the fact that you're seeing that. It's the fact that they're not like it's not perfectly rotating like down the center, so it's like at an angle and it'll shove you around. Okay, wait. Okay, one more. Whoa.
If y'all think this kind of platforming is crazy, keep in mind we're going to be using this for the final boss.
Are you serious?
Oh dear.
You'll see.
There's all six
There
of
we
them.
go. All 6 of them boogers.
Every single gobbo has been rescued.
Oh, is that the last one of them?
Yep, that was the last one. This was the big finish. Speaking of which, Prima-Dante's Funky Inferno.
Uh-oh.
You funky. Look at those flyers.
You know, sir, it's a little hot in here, don't you think?
Okay, I guess they were fanning him off. I thought they were just like showing him his taxes.
I'm not paying that much in rent and loyalties. That's actually that would exactly be what's happening, right? Because they showed him the bill. He realized how much he was spending on utilities. Told them to turn off the AC. That's what get really hot in here.
Sir, your fifth cease and desist from Nintendo just arrived.
I told them once, I told them twice. It's now a Croc game. Croc, no longer a Yoshi.
I'm not a Bowser knockoff. Cut that shit out.
Oh yeah, recently I was watching John
I'm 10
Oliver.
times the man Bowser was.
I will say, I recently saw a video from John Oliver that does that last week tonight thing. Hey, Prima-Dante.
It begins with the fight with Prima-Dante.
What?
Ow.
Oh, you can't hit him right away.
Just give him a chance to slam his fist down again, and then whack him.
Oh, okay, not too bad. I'll explain the John Oliver bit in a second after we take care of this goon of the month. What? Oh,
No, wait, it's him!
Oh boy.
Nice. Nice.
Ow!
There you go.
I'll say this one's a little bit trickier to tell exactly when he's vulnerable. Oh, well, there you go.
By the way, you actually have to fight this guy 3 times.
What?
What?
Are there checkpoints in between them all?
I think so.
What's
I
he
was about to
doing?
say, why couldn't they just have given us, like, like an extra long health bar, if that's going to be the case?
Probably because they had to load between phases.
Probably because they only have the system for loading a 3-bit health bar, so they just do this instead.
Yeah, sometimes it's more economical to work with what you already made.
Come on.
Come on! Here, bole. Ooh. Alright, last phase time, and now he remembers he can fly!
You can fly?
And he comes equipped with karate chop action!
There you go.
But looks like more or less just keep moving, and doesn't seem too crazy.
Yeah, not really. All things considered, Prima-Dante is not that much harder than than his fogies. He just takes more punishment.
Fair enough. Kitty game.
Woo.
When you really think about it, a lot of the platforming in this game is much harder than the bosses will ever be.
Oh,
It's just like,
he just stood there.
how dare you?
That was my perfect nail.
And now I'm going to die.
I spent years growing that nail.
So what happens when we neutralize him? Oh, he doesn't turn to anything. We just kill him, man.
We straight up kill him. Yeah.
Okay. Bird, we need to escape. Oh, the King Gobbo.
That's right. King Rufus.
Yeah.
You're free now.
Okay, that was
Yay.
your name. Come along.
Let's go home.
Come, bird.
Back we go.
Come, magic bird.
I have a name, you know.
And thus, the Gobbos celebrate Croc's success by erecting a statue in his honor.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Aww.
And thump.
For the generations to remember his noble sacrifice.
Look at him move.
Look at them. They just get sucked up the vacuum. Thum, 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 thum. Anyway. Aw, look at them all.
This is our home now!
I was half expecting the statue to wink at you.
That would have been funny, actually.
It's a good day today. You saved the world.
You silly skips. You were all worth saving in the end, after all. Yay!
Croc.
I did good.
Alright, roll them credits.
And that right there is the end of our journey.
Oh, what's this area? I don't think we've been here yet.
Well, okay, not quite.
Developed by Titanium Studios and Big Boat. I almost said that was. I thought that said Big Boot. Fun people, thank you for playing our game. And do they play the
If
credits?
only there was a way to speed this up a little faster, because technically we're going to be seeing this again once we beat the game properly.
I'll just press the B button to back.
But there's a... Well, I mean, I could do that, but there is a little thing at the end that the game does show, to show that you're not done with the game yet.
Okay, and the voice talent for Jonathan Aris, and special thanks, and... Oh, and then the original
Published by Fox.
I didn't know that. Remaster published by Argonaut. And almost...
And the rest...
are here on Croc. Oh, Jim.
Now find the jigsaw pieces.
I have
Well, joke's on you, we did.
Well, not quite. There's still one more we gotta find.
What?
Never mind.
Oh, that's right, yeah, this one for being the boss.
Our last proper level of the game, Jailhouse Croc.
Great. We're back in the nutter again. Alright, well, while we're going through this, oh, that's right, the John Oliver thing. Just that, like, so he was covering a video, talking about how, not for nothing. It was basically discussing Trump and the tariffs again. Just because he talks about that, but basically he was bringing it up because he thought it was interesting about how, like, because he did bring up the price of the Switch 2 and how the Switch 2 Nintendo is holding on to because they don't actually even know how much they're going to have to charge for it yet with its pre-orders. And he mentioned basically the part that becomes funny and relevant to us is he mentions that as he was doing all this, he was like, and listen, I hate that I have to be spending all this time talking about the tariffs when I literally just found out that the American CEO of Nintendo's name is Bowser. Like,
Yeah.
you would think that learning that the president of Nintendo America's name being Bowser's like putting a T-ball on the putting a ball on the tee and giving me a baseball bat saying have at it, but I don't get to talk about how funny that is. I have to talk about math.
Yeah? That's the unfortunate fate of living in a stupid-ass society.
But I just find it funny that he only just now learned that his name is Doug Bowser.
My guess is that, like,
Yeah.
up to that point, he
Oh, yeah, by the
probably
way,
didn't
we're
care
done.
enough.
Alright.
That was probably one of the easier special levels
Right?
in
It
the
was just
entire
a-
game.
Yeah,
Gun
that
it.
one just kind of gave it to you.
Kind
Yeah,
of, yeah.
walking simulator.
And gave it to us they did, because we have every single puzzle piece now.
So what do you do? Was this all in the original game as well?
Yes, it was.
Alright, so...
Now we just gotta put the pieces all back together.
Are we gonna,
I was like,
oh, and he has a hand now.
oh, okay.
So
I was about to be like, am I actually going to watch a whole 5-minute cutscene of him trying to solve this puzzle? No!
Oh!
Wow.
A whole new island has opened up to us. Unfortunately, it also brought back a certain dumb fuck we just vanquished.
He looks like he's in a body cast.
Help! I'm okay!
Wow, you know, I never saw it that way, Hype, until you brought it up.
I love
Thank
it.
you for putting that
I
in
love that.
in my
I
head.
love that, though. He's just trying not to, like, cry. So how long is this world?
Not long at all. There's only 5 levels in the game, 5 levels on this island, and a final boss. That's more or less it.
Let's do it then.
Basically, we're going to be going through remixed portions of all the lands we've been through,
Oh.
and so the adventure returns.
So,
Now,
do we have to worry about any of the collectibles up to this point? Like any more Gobbos to rescue or gems to collect?
Nope, just a straight shot to the finish.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright, then, yeah, okay.
No need to worry about Gobbos or colored gems or none of that nonsense.
Alright, so gun it.
Let's do it to it!
I mean, okay, any occasional free, 1-up we won't say no to after everything we just went through.
Every little bit helps.
And yeah, no, they are definitely liking the imp enemies now more and more.
Yeah, no, again, they've been spawning these fuckers for like the longest while now because they're the most lethal Dantinis that Croc has to deal with.
I mean, and that's fair because they have ranged projectiles, but like, just like have a new one every now and then. Like have a new mechanic, have a new bud.
Honestly, I just think it's kind of nasty how lethal they're, how
Oh,
damn
careful.
good shots they are.
There you go.
True, yeah, no, unless you know to jump in advance. But let's see what else. I know we mentioned shows when you catch up on Jellystone as one of them. The fact that in just a couple weeks' time we will have Asterix in the Big Fight to look forward to.
Oh, right, that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's gonna be fun.
I'm stoked for that. I genuinely am looking forward to how that's going to turn out.
Same.
Because I have not ever read the original comic, and I only know the first Big Fight movie, which is it's B tier, it's mid, it's okay. Has some fun moments.
It's okay, and also very, ill-named, considering it was more of an adaptation of Asterix and the Soothsayer, as opposed to Asterix and the Big Fight.
Right.
Like, the only thing they carried from that comic was the fact that Getafix gets
injured,
gets injured because of Obelix.
You know, if that's the case, if it's not really all that much about a big fight, why is it called the Big Fight?
Good question. I think that's the only reason why they kept that name, because it still keeps that pivotal point of that story.
Now,
everything else about it is about the Soothsayer.
Now, in both of them, in Big Fight and Beyond, like in both of them, is Getafix like completely like loony, like out of it, or just simply injured and just out of commission for now?
I'll be perfectly honest. I don't even know what happened with Getafix in the actual Soothsayer story.
Okay.
Like, my guess is he was either away, or maybe he was just as skeptical about this Soothsayer as Asterix was.
I just remember Manir got throat lobbed at him, like completely like made him go crazy. Solution: throw another Manir at him.
Yeah. Though thankfully that second Manir didn't fracture him.
Thank goodness. Alright, Diet.
Diet Brrrrr. Sounds disgusting. I mean, regular Brrrr's already a bit of ow. I mean, listen, regular Brrrr just kind of tastes like piss, but it's like, then you have Diet Brrrr, and it just tastes even worse.
No, I don't care for that.
Damn it.
So I should ask, if it should ever come to that, what happens if we die? Like, fully.
If we lose all our lives, we can continue, but we would be launched straight back to the world map.
Okay, I mean, so at this point, it's not really that big of a deal since we don't have to collect things anymore.
Right. If we do decide not to continue, though, you actually do get a brief snippet of Croc being all despondent and everything, and just walking away as the game over title pops up.
Oh no! Also, for some reason when you said walking, I thought you were going to say walking off a cliff.
Like, no! No!
We don't want bootleg Lion King vibes up in this house.
I forgot about.
I mean, you know what? They keep the whole things vague enough to where maybe that's what he plans to do, and the bird follows along with him.
Oh no!
Bird's like, no, you got too much to live for, Crocker.
Crocker, and that's the evil ending. He becomes Mr. Crocker.
Oh god! Now you're just making me think of a fucking ear suddenly appeared on his neck. That's an image I didn't need to think about, thanks.
It's okay. It's okay. Mr. Crocker's scene from the front doesn't exist. He can't hurt you.
Also, you know, I don't think he would even really need glasses, not with eyes that big.
That's true. But, oh, gosh, dang it. Gosh, that was such a weird show. Like, freaking Cosmos X, like, being this, like, weird...
Oh, Fairly Otter, okay.
Freaking, like, Cosmos X girlfriend being this, like... animator barely disguised fetish like inserted into the show with no like thought or reason.
Also kind of like contrasting the point in the original show that like Cosmo, up until he met Wanda, never really had a girlfriend because his mother was kind of a controlling little skank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Be careful. Whoa. Again, thank goodness the that other like revival show, Sans Butch Hartman did a pretty decent job from what I keep hearing.
Oh yeah, like I hear New Wish is really good. Like I think the only complaint that I've heard about it, and it's like not a massive degree, but it's one of those things where it's like it feels like it's like what am I trying to say? It kind of feels like, in terms of, like, tone, like, a little bit neutered compared to the original show, because when you think about it, like, the fact that Timmy's life was essentially hell was kind of the reason why he needed fairies to begin with, and the fact that, like, Chloe, by comparison, doesn't have it that bad at all, kind of makes you wonder after a point, like, yeah, why does she need fairies to begin with?
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Like, why did she need fairies?
Well, I know in the show they explain, like, because she moved, and because of the move, she no longer was with her brother, and her brother was, like, a big part of, like, you know, her life, and that she felt, you know, alone without it. So I know that's why she got fairies. But, little spoiler alert for people that care, her brother does return, and he ends up staying with Chloe by the end of the series, and, like, at that point, she has friends, and pretty much everything she wanted out of life, including Cosmo and Wanda. So at that point, it's like, why does she still have Cosmo and Wanda?
I would say, because that was a whole episode in the original run, wasn't it? Where, like, Timmy wished that everything was just fine, and he actually realized that because his life was just fine, he was no longer allowed to have fairy godparents or something like that?
Right, because that's the whole
I
point
think
of
so,
getting
yeah.
fairies in the series. That they're only given the kids that are like super miserable and that need that kind of love and magic in their lives.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, remember the ending to Channel Chasers?
Right.
Like, Timmy had the opportunity to finally get Vicky out of his life, but then he just decides to reverse all that because he realized, I guess by that point...
She's part of his family in a weird way, too.
Well, it's also a matter of, like, he wanted to, like, cherish the time that he had left with Cosmo and Wanda.
Right.
Yeah, until that later episode decided, like, say, screw the whole thing and just have him instead become an 80-year-old, like, Time Lord.
Listen, we don't talk about that in this house, Logan. You know better. Don't make me slap you.
We don't talk about post-Channel Chasers Fairly Odd Parents.
So would you believe Channel Chasers is, like, meant to be, like... Would you say that is, like, the, like, better, like, de facto series finale?
Well, that's what a lot of people believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Because if not that, I would say I think there was also... Abracatastrophe that I assume was meant to be the original ending of the show.
Abracatastrophe came first.
Was that the movie with the Pixies?
No, you're thinking of School's Out.
Yeah. Abracatastrophe was the one where Mr. Crocker was the big bad.
Oh.
Yeah, and with the magic muffin.
Yes, the one that, like...
Hey there! You're not Chip! You're not even Curly
Curly
Joe!
Joe! Those are some massive pecs.
See, there's that one. There was, Gosh, Norm the Genie was still fun. Oh, gosh, dang it! Well, I'm off to go conquer Canada. They've had it too good for too long.
Rest in peace. It's a shame, because, like, I know he voiced Norm in, like, the first 2 appearances, but I think they got someone different to voice him for Fairy Idol.
Maybe, let me look it up. Looking it up, hang on a second. Idol. Let's see, they got
Whoop.
the 3rd and final appearance of Norm the Genie. Going down to additional information. You had a bunch of people doing a bunch of singing. Like, I got a lot of people. And I will say, for the most part, they actually got, like, a lot of the, like, actual voice actors do the singing. They didn't just opt straight for the get celebrity appearances for all of them.
Well, I think the only characters that got different voices, and even then I think it was for, like, the sake of a joke, were the Pixies, because, you know, can you really imagine Ben Stein being a good singer? And Cosmo, because he got himself, like, a tape to make him sing, like, Diana... I forgot her last name, but it's like... Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently they do credit Ben Stein as singing a song just for, like, I guess the one time they tried before they got a tape instead. Called I'm Sanderson.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so Norm was voiced by... Yeah, Robert Cate. So yeah, Robert Cate, like, filled in for that instead.
Right. And you know what, I'm not going to hold it against him, because I kind of see him in a similar position to, like, Dan Castellaneta as Genie, and that, like, you can try your best, I know you can try your best, but considering who you're trying to live up to, you can only do so much.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
And I don't know why Norm was not available. Maybe he had, like, a scheduling conflict or something.
Probably.
Could have been doing a stand-up tour or something at the time. Alright, Crocs Interactive.
Crocs Interactive.
Mickey Rooney.
Also, that's right. I miscounted. There's 4 main levels, and then
Oh,
there's
boy.
boss fight.
We'll get it.
So yeah, now we're not that far from finishing this sucker.
Good.
Oh, again!
I think I might need a running start.
That could help.
Nice. My gosh, that's a tight platform jump.
Ow! Straight in the face.
I wish they had, like, some checkpoints at least, or give you a crystal to work with.
Would be nice.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Quick, while he's recharging.
Oh my gosh, nice. Alright, get ready to dodge. Get crystal. Okay. No, we don't. Alright.
God, I hate these imps.
But
Honestly sucks too, because I know they come back in the sequel.
oh god. But again, imagine
Whoa.
doing all this with tank controls. I will always appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, this fares much better when you're just going all...
Up, down, and...
That's my favorite bit from his old sequelitis.
Maximum speed's 24, 6,000...
Never change, PJ.
Oh.
Now, do you know which
I'll
door?
leave this choice to you guys. Should I go left or should I go right?
Well, I guess I should ask. Like in this instance, does it really matter which one we choose?
I don't think so. At most, we'll probably miss a few goodies.
Then I say left.
Logan?
I was gonna say right, just to be some drama in this, but nah, I'd say give it to Hype. Let's go left.
All right. Turn left.
Surely they'd let us do this 2 times in a row and get away with it.
I
Up,
don't believe it.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Ah!
6. I didn't like that he screamed before he died. It made it too human.
I think that was James that screamed.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh boy!
Like that.
I think I picked the wrong door.
Nah, I think we'll be fine. He's got to. I wonder if they. I wonder if they actually would. Okay, maybe you did pick the wrong door. I wonder if they do actually like change which challenge you go through, depending on which door you go through. Whoa!
I don't believe it. We might actually game over at this point.
Well, hey, I mean, like to be fair, like if there was
That's
any place we had
stupid.
to game over, if there was any place we had to game over yet, I think people would be forgiving if it took. I mean, the fact that it took us this long to actually get a game over is fairly impressive.
My gosh,
That's
the
true.
fact that like the momentum is carried over from these things. And then here we go. Okay,
Yeah, that's something you think they would have caught during a playtest.
that's all you got to do is just. All you have to do is just rotate it so it's centered.
Oh.
That's all you had to do was just not have it be like turned on an askew axis. Have it be centered. That way you don't have to like do what James is doing by having to hold a bit to the direction. So make sure to hold left when you land on this thing, and then hold to the right when you land on this thing, and then oh gosh, and then you got
And again, imagine the shit while when dealing with tanks.
right, hold left, and then jump, and then hold right. Oh my gosh.
You see, Kix, this
We
is
did
what
it.
happens when you play God.
This,
And the goal is right over there, and it's being guarded by these sticky-fingered imps.
oh gosh. I forget what it was, but it was like a meme or something where it was like, what was the meme? It was like steamed hams, but it's JonTron quotes
Get me
instead.
out of here!
It's like, Seymour, the house is on fire!
This is what happens when you try to play God. You did it.
So, with 1 life left to our name, we come to our final area of the game, the Secret Sentinel.
I think you've got this.
I hope you got this.
The Secret Sentinel,
I mean-
otherwise known as a I assume
Whoa.
a crystallized
Okay.
a crystallized Prima-Dante.
All right, so what's our plan for this then? Oh
Whoop.
God,
Our plan for this is we need to bash all the gongs
crystal.
and hope and we
Oh.
gotta bang on them fast, which is why I'm gonna break this level in half by doing this.
Nice. The developers had to have known about that.
Potentially.
And by the skin of your teeth, with 1
Yeah,
life
see, I
left
knew
to your
you could
name,
do it.
no game overs, James. You did it.
Yay.
Hooray. And that's it for Dante's final attack.
Oh.
I didn't like how he screamed. Put that down, Croc. That's not yours. That's his.
That's his eyeball! Let's go home.
Oh, he's wanted a trophy. Okay, that's it. No,
That's
no,
the end of the game!
no other plot to explain what just happened.
Nope.
Nope.
Does Croc 2 bring up any of this ever?
The most that we get out of Croc 2 is that Dante is brought back from the dead by some voodoo ritual, and in the process he lost an eye.
Oh, and that's why you meant that. Okay.
Maybe that was the eye we took.
All right.
More than likely.
Fair enough. Okay. So, that was Croc. Yeah. Okay. Again, apologies about my own, like, sudden bit of drowsiness, like, in the middle of it. But, yeah. Frank, yeah, just overall, like, I think that this was a very solid remaster. I think for just giving you the game as it came out with a couple of neat quality of life improvements, the ability to swap between the renders at will, and like as you see there, yeah, bam. Yeah, I think just how to put this, like, is it like Mario RPG? Maybe not, but like I mean, they
I'd say the quality is about on par with that, aside from, obviously not as having as many bells and whistles to it as the RPG remake.
right. 'Cause, I mean, where would you put them all at that point? But yeah. Otherwise, I think this is solid. What do you think of it, James?
I'm pretty much on the same boat, and I kind of wish that, assuming we do get more classic revivals like this in the future, like this, I hope this ends up becoming like the foundation of future developers follow, because I feel like, the most we can expect from them is that if not competent, they should at least be, at least slightly better than the original, or at least on par with it.
Yeah. Would you say it's the definitive way to play this game nowadays?
Absolutely. Like, between having both the ability to use the original tank controls or go with the new and improved analog controls, and all of the extra content that's added to via the Crocipedia, I'd say this is easily the definitive way to play Legend of the Gobbos.
Yeah. I dig that.
What did you think of this experience, Hype?
It was nice, pretty charming. Like, it's funny because like I've seen people review the game, but I think this is my first time seeing it from beginning to end, and yeah, I liked it just fine. Like, it's nothing that'll give like Mario or Sonic or Crash a run for their money, but I think it's a fairly cute, harmless, little platformer, and I'm glad it was able to get a second chance with this remaster.
Yep, and who knows? Maybe if we're lucky, the sequel will be able to follow suit.
Yeah, I'd hope so.
I mean, heck, Argonaut back and stronger than ever. Maybe. I mean, whatever the case, I just like to see, I'm just grateful that this exists, and I do hope something does come from it, and hope that, pray and hope that's not going to be like a one-trick pony.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Because I'd like to see more studios like this, like, come about and stuff without, but I like to see more of these projects just to, like, because, I don't know, it's easy enough to say, oh, we're going to port this game up, and as we've seen, just doing a port of something like Glover can unfortunately not pan out the way you want it to unless you really care about it.
Yeah.
So seeing them do this where they went out of their way to, I don't believe, used AI anywhere, like they did actually, like, hey, Croc will return. So there you go, Jane.
Croc will return.
But yeah, like the fact that they went out of their way to like enhance these textures and like give us, let's look at the Crocipedia, why not? And like look at all this stuff. Like, I think that's pretty solid. What was that? He looks so like nervous. Every one of those, his eyes are like, oh my god.
That second one where he has the hat and backpack does make him look like a Hanna-Barbera character.
He does a bit.
It really does. Like it looks like the next big, like it's like the world's.
He's like Wallygator.
It's like the hip return of Wallygator.
But look at the eyes in that one in the upper right. Like they are drawn way too small.
Yeah, the pupils
in the upper right. Just,
oh god.
Okay, let's see. Different versions that there could have been, like a raccoon, a tiger.
We could have had a dragon Croc.
The platypus one just looks a little silly.
Well, how do you do?
And more designs of that. Fake Robo Croc. That's a Daxter. That's a raccoon.
That's a Daxter. No, that's not a Daxter. That's a tie.
Ah, you can see like all this bit. So like these are like from the original game itself.
Yeah.
Wow, that was for Dragon Croc.
And to think, we almost had another green dragon, but then he turned purple instead.
Yeah. Oh, this predated Spyro?
Oh yeah, by about a year.
Okay. I don't like that it's so quiet.
I just look at this guy and he looks like a Bonzi Buddy knockoff.
A little bit. He also reminds me a little bit of what that one preview of Sly Cooper, of what Sly Cooper almost looked like way back when, that first like tech demo.
All right, when he looked a little bit more like the villain from the Rocket Wheel.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Robot on Wheels.
Yeah. He had like the ice cane and stuff, and this again, this is pretty nifty that they took all this.
Chumley, hey babe,
help me! All right, thank you, Chumley. The Grimmy.
You never stopped spinning.
Hammy.
The mummy.
And a mummy, and then a pelican.
Oh yeah, the one that was flying above the island in the intro
face looks weird. And then Swipe Swiftly.
Yeah, he is the guy that we met in the elevator segments.
Fair enough. Some concept arts.
Why you order?
Wow. I mean, like, it doesn't. It doesn't happen all the time, but like the little like bits of like cartoon shenanicanery or whatever we're gonna call it, like in this game is no, like, look at this. Concept he's showing out dynamic, showing his ample musculature, showing off his different abilities. Imagine if this did this predate KO? Also, oh my.
Yes,
I'm
it
sorry,
did.
go back to that.
You saw it too. That in the lower right.
Lower right. Zoom in on the lower right. Look at how smug he looks.
Looks like a rejected Pulaski Scoompo.
He looks like a stupid NPC from the Frogger Great Adventure or Great Quest game. And what could have been the Cactus King or Cactus Jack. Blah blah
Cactus
blah blah.
Jack and his freaking
spinning bag.
1,000 needle stare.
The Baron's Lair. Oh, there would have been a part where you have to like lure him and like hit him off the edge. Okay.
And then they all got liquid, and then it all shrunk down to just one simple arena.
Yeah, just hit him a couple times. No pillar, no plinth, just you and the Baron. A balloon boss. Oh, Fosley, right. Neptuna. The Tuna. Ice Demon. That's all we know about him. He looks silly. Very big and very fat, they say.
And there's Flibby.
Hit Flibby, and then you hit... it is cool, though, to see, like, they have, like, these actual 2D drawn arts, like, in a cartoon art style. Like, how would they interact? How would they look and behave in the game? Bully bonus.
Man, we almost got a weirdly grinning bull that I feel like belongs in something completely different.
Got cow and chicken guy. Dino Durgan. An elephant butterfly boss. That would have been neat.
That would have been pretty cool.
Elephant catapult puzzle exploration. Oh my gosh, there's full-on concept stages. Okay.
There's so much more to see, and all for you to dissect on your own.
Show me some of the videos, or just like a look at one. We don't have to watch the whole thing. I was just curious about it.
Okay. Let's see what Croc was like in Japan.
Okay. Show me the commercial. Peaceful.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the first Croc game was the only one that made in Japan.
Serene.
Lovable. And in 3D!
I love that that's all you get to know about the characters. Just he's just at home then. Nope. The whole adventure. What was the point of that? He just showed up, he drank coffee and went home.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the TV pilot I mentioned in the first session, if you ever want to give that a read. But yeah, all this and more for yours to see on your own time. That said, everybody, I think we've been on this Croc a little for long enough.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it is getting pretty long. All right. That was solid, though. I'm looking forward to whatever Argonaut does next.
Same. With that all said, everybody, assuming Croc 2 ever gets the same remaster treatment, and assuming I can actually finish it within reasonability, I'll definitely consider giving that a shot as well. But in the meanwhile, we'll see you all next time.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye. YOLO.